All right, good morning. Let's get busy. We're going to start at our bar. So whatever you're using for a bar, go ahead and be near that. We'll put on some fun music. All right, hold on with both hands. We're going to pedal our feet. Just pick your heels up and press all the way over. Press. Take your heel as far forward as you possibly can. Now we're going to cross that over. Let your hips twist. Feel this into your belly. Cross it over. Ready? Now both heels together. Bend the knees. Lift the heels. Drop. Lift. Drop. Lift. Drop. Now one at a time. Drop. 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 Ready? Now double time that. Drop. Drop. Cross it over. Now take just one foot and push it off the floor. Press and push. Press and push. All right, ready? Other side. Press. Now let's take this heel out. Stretch over. And other heel, stretch over. Heels together, toes out, open the knees. This is where we're going to be standing in our turned out position. Turn that down just a little bit. I feel like I'm shouting. All right, now the other hand, you can do two hands on the bar. I'm turning this way so you can see my feet. We're going to press out this way. One heel comes down, the other heel goes up. We're pushing our heels very far over our toes, and we're also keeping our heel forward. We're not going back here with this position, but rather coming in here with the heel forward. Otherwise, that's called sickling. We don't want to sickle. Both heels together, bend the knees, lift and lower, lift and lower. Up, down. Now we're going to take one and then the other. Press way over. And double time that. Quick, quick. Now we're going to take one heel out. Stretch over to the side. And the other heel and stretch over to the side. And come together. Very good. All right, so we're going to use our band. If you have your band ready, we're going to put both feet in. We're going to bring the band just below the knees. So if you have an old pair of pantyhose, this would work. And we're going to be parallel. So knees and toes are both facing forward. We're going to keep our knees a little bit bent. So we're going to be, this is going to be our standing position. We're not going to come back up to locked knees. We're going to be in soft knees the whole time. And we're going to keep our knees pulled wide the whole time. So we don't want to be like this with our feet out there and our knees in here. We're going to be here, knees over toes the whole time. We're going to pull our belly in strong and try to keep our back flat. And we're going to go down for 2 times. Down, down, up, up. So super easy. And the more, to make sure that I have plenty of room back here, but the more down you can go, the better. Now we are trying to do this as a plie instead of a squat. So we're not doing this. We're doing this. We're trying to go straight down, keeping our knees over our toes. And then straight back up. If you can lift your toes up off the floor, that's awesome. If we're pushing our toes into the floor, it might cause us to lean forward. So we want to lean back. That's what the bar is for. We're going to do 4 doubles, 4 sets of those, and then 8 singles. Ready? Here we go. We're down for 2, up for 2, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, and up. Ready? We're going to take our single counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay down here. We're going to lift our heels. If you need to move away from your bar a little bit, you can do that. Lift the heels. We're going to stay right here and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to come almost up. From here, we're going to go down for 2 and up, and down, down, up, down for 2, up, down. One more set, just like that, and we'll go single down, and 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay low. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it all the way back up, and we'll see if we can take a balance here. So pull your belly in strong. Find a focal point, something that you can really focus on. Lift both hands. Lower the heels to the floor, and step to turned out position. The band is in the same place. The exercise is the same. You can face the side like this, turned away from the bar, or you can stay facing the bar, whatever feels best to you. I'm going to turn a little bit diagonally so you can see me. Knees and toes facing in the same direction. We will not let our toes face or point more behind us or out to the side than what our knees are doing. Knees over toes. The bar is handy. Same pattern. You can do 2 hands on the bar, 1 hand here, or you can take 1 arm out to second. And ready, here we go. We're down for 2 and up, and down, down and up, and down and up. Plie, single counts. 1 and 2, 3. Try not to come all the way back in. 5, 6, 7. Stay low. This time we're going to take our knees back about ½ an inch. Just this little movement back. Pulse back, pulse back, pulse, pulse. 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift the heels, lift the hips, and we're down for 2 and up, and down and up, down and up, and down and up. Single counts. 2 and push out. 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay low. Knees go back, 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 back. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lower the heels. Rise. We'll let go of the band. Shake that out a little bit. I hope that felt nice. Let's bring 1 foot over, cross it, let this hip stretch. Really reach back, back, back with both hips. And then we'll change and go to the other side. Now, if you have a ball, we're going to use the ball next. So if you have one handy, go ahead and get ready for that. If the ball drops, don't worry about it. You can either pick it up and step back into the practice if you want to, or you can just keep going. All right, let's start with the ball behind one leg. You pick. This is our working leg. This is our standing leg. Our knees are going to come together, and then our working leg is going to go back an inch or so. This is going to be our together place. So together will no longer be here. It's now going to be here, all right? So we're going to take our foot, our heel, back twice, which is going to bring us up a little bit. And then we're going to come back in for 2, same pattern. Then we're gonna do our singles. When we get back on the last one, we're gonna kick and just bring our heel closer to our hip. Let me get some good music out for us. So hold on to that ball in your hands for just a second so you're not gonna have to hold that balance. Let me see if I can find the playlist I like here. I've been using Amazon Music, and they have some amazing stuff I've never even heard of before, and it's so good. All right, I like this one. I'm not sure you'll be able to hear it, but it helped me keep count. Ready? Back, 4, 2. Back, back, together. Back, back, together. Back, back, together. Back, back. Single counts. We go 1 and 2. This is slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay back. Let's kick quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it back together. We are out to the side and back close together. Out, out, close, out. Let's do single counts. Up and lifting the whole leg, not just the knee. Leave it here. Give the little kicks, 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 kick, kick. Bring it down. Now we're going to get ready to lift it forward. Make sure you have room in front of your leg. Hold that ball. Here we go. We're up for 2, down for 2, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, and single counts. Up, 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 up. All right, ready? Let's leave it here and squeeze that ball and squeeze, 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 squeeze. 5, 6, 7. Other leg. Take that out and change. Set it up. And we're getting ready to go back for 2. Ready and go. Back, back, together, together, back, back, together, together, back, back, together, together, back, back, together, together, and push, push, back, 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 back. Now stay. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. 6, 7. Take it to the side. So now we're going to go out this way. Lift for 2 and bring it down. Up and down. Up, up, down, down, up and down. And single counts. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, and leave it. Give it a kick back. Kick back. Looks like this. Kick, kick. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go to the front for 2 and back. Lift, up, take it back. Lift, up, bring it back. Lift, up. Now single counts. Lifting up and push back. Up, push back. Up, back, up and back. Lift. Now leave it high and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we'll let go and bring that down. Nice. Good work. We're going to go ahead and move into what we call a dégagé bar. So we're going to leave our feet turned out. We're going to hold on to the bar with one hand. We're going to brush our foot out into a fully stretched pointed foot called a tendu. It's turned out. The front of the leg is looking away. From here, we're going to lift off the floor a little bit. So for a dégagé, we would come about half the way to our waist. So our full battement would be at the waist. This is going to be about halfway, so it's not very high. And from here, we're going to point our foot by stretching it all the way out to the front. We're going to lift about halfway. We're going to circle, 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 bring it back to a point, and then together. Then we're going to do the other foot. Stretch, lift, circle, 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 and bring it down and together. So the counts would go. We have a 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, point, 7, close, 8. Other side, 1, lift 2, circle 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, close, 8. So we're going to do that 4 times, and then we're going to do it 4 times, reversing this the way we do the circle. So it's not very long, but we definitely want to try to make our leg as long as we can. All right, ready for the bar? This arm can come out to the side. And if you really wanted to do more work, you could hold your hand weight. Here we go. Point, lift, circle, 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 point, other foot. Tendu, lift, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, circle, circle, 5, 6. Tendu first, lift, up, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now change it out, go the other way. And circle, point and close, point, lift, circle it in, 7, 8, point, lift, circle in, and close, and lift, circle, circle, and bring it in. All right. I don't know what about that was difficult to bring the feet back to the inside. That's so hard. That makes it really hard. Let's go ahead and use our hand weights. So if you have 2 cans of food, or if you have hand weights, use those. We're going to add a plie to this. So we don't actually need the bar for this. So you can step away from your bar. And we're going to do the same pattern. I'm in a shadow. I don't know how that's happened. I'm going to see if I can make more sunlight in here. That might help a little bit. So the pattern is the same. We're going to do 4 doubles, 8 singles, and then we're going to pulse. And we're just going to add in a plie as we go. So we're going to stand a little more wide than our shoulders are, so it looks like this, but not so wide that we don't feel balanced. And we're going to make sure that our knees are going to the same place as our toes. And we're going to drop our bottom down and not out to the back. So we're going to look like a piece of toast in a toaster, okay? All right, so the first one we're going to do is really simple. As we come into our plie, we're going to bring our elbows close together and then take them out. And then we're going to do that into some singles. And then we're going to finish here, and we're just going to pulse upward, okay? So let's take a look at that one. Also, one thing we want to focus on is not squeezing the weight. Instead, we want to just hold it. Let it rest in our hands like that. Ready? Here we go. In, out, in. Now we want to keep our shoulders down and bring it in. Hold the belly in nice and strong. Here's our singles. Press and press. Press. 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay here. Pulse it up, 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 5, 6, one more 8, just like this. We are up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do it again. We are in, out, out. We want to keep the shoulders down and the belly super strong here with the belt loops pulled out to the back. Press. Here's our single counts. Pull it in. 2. Let's try to keep our elbows and our hands in a straight line. 5, 6, 7. We're going to stay right here. Little pulses. We are up, 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 up. 5. I love this song. This is Mandisa. I hope y'all can hear that. Keep pulsing here. 5, 6, ready. Last time we are in for 2. Out, in, out. This is my alarm song for every morning. All right, ready? Single counts. Bring it in, out, in, out, in. Get it up. It's a good morning. Ready? Bring it. Leave it right here. Let's push 1, 2, 3. There's some Toby Mac for you. Push, push. Just little pulses. Fingers are not squeezing the weights. All right, now we're going to stay right here. We're going to get low and stay right here. Knees go back, back. Really keep pushing those hands up into the weight. The knees are just back and back and back. We're going to go a little lower. Back, 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 back. Keeping the elbows high. Knees are back, 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 back. 5, 6, a little bit lower. Knees are back. Elbows are really pushing out. Shoulders are down. Hands are open. We're going to slowly rise up. Slowly bring the hands down. Roll the shoulders. Wow. Who would know that 2 pounds could feel so heavy? Oh my goodness. That's a lot of work. We're going to get back into our band. So here we are back in our resistance band, our tube, our pantyhose, our leggings, whatever we're using to create this tension. We're going to use our bar, and we're going to be very far away from the bar. We're going to maintain this very straight line. We will be tempted to let our knees come in, and we will be tempted to push our knees out. So when I push my knees out, you can see that my feet roll, and that's really not safe at all. It's not good for your ankles or your knees either. So we want to just try to keep them one knee over the ankle. We're going to walk back until we can get into a nice flat back place here. And our pattern is the same. We're going to use that exact same pattern. More Mandisa. All right, down for 2, up for 2, and then we have 8 singles and pulses. Ready, here we go. Hips back, back. So we're actually doing a full squat here. Push, down, lift, up. Look at your knees. Make them stay here. You will not come all the way into a standing position. Single counts. 1, 2, 3. Knees are wide. 5, 6, 7. Stay right here. Little pulses. Push back, 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 back. 5, 6. Now from here down for 2. Down, down, right back to this place. Down, down, and we're here. Down, down, back to that already low place. We have single counts. 1, knees over toes, the best that we can. Hips are way back. 5, 6, 7, stay as low as you can, as far back as you can, and pulse, pulse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to round our back into a cat stretch. Now drop into your cow stretch. Round the back up and down. Now we're going to turn out and take our feet a little more wide, and we're going to maintain this stretch. Ready? Down for 2. Here we go. We go down, down, up, up. We're almost straight legs, but not quite. Push, out. Bring it up. Push, out. And single count. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay low. Pulse it out. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay low. Out, out. Now we're still low here. So we're in our lower place. Try to keep the belly pulled in strong. And pulse out. Single counts. 1, 2. Keep pushing out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I did those fast. My legs must be so tight today. Here we go. Flat back. Round it up. And take it down. Round it up. And down. Bend the knees a lot. Take the hands to the floor. Drop the head. Walk it up the body. Bring the feet together. And we'll drop that band. Very nice. Very, very good. All right. Let's move back to our hand weights. So take those back. We are going to do 2 weights. We normally would do 1 hand on the bar with a weight when we're in class, but today we'll just do it this way. We're going to stand pretty wide, more wide than our shoulders for sure, and maybe even more wide than we did before. And on this one, we're going to come from our waist, but we're not going to touch our waist. So we're going to hover at the waist, so we're going to have our arms out in kind of that muscle pose, I guess, is one position that we're going to come to. And then from here, we're going to take it about halfway. And then from there, we're going to lift a little bit above. So our hands are going to face down the whole time. So we would be here on the first beat and a little bit above on the second, but our fingers are still facing down. Now on this one, we are going to have to hold the weight. We can't let it just lay in our hand because it'll fall. But we don't want to squeeze it. So we're just holding it lightly. And then when we come back in, we're going to be here. So our elbows are going to stay pretty much in the same position. So we're not going to come down like that. We're going to keep our elbows lifted, but not our shoulders. Did you see me lift my shoulders just then? Keep your shoulders down. All right, so we're going to plie as we do that. And then when we get into the singles, we'll just go straight out to that position. So here's the 2 things we want to think about, is keeping our shoulders down, keeping our elbows out, but also keeping our knees and toes looking at the same point. So we would be here on the 1, 2, 1, 2. Remember, we're not going to touch our hips. We're just going to come close. And then when we get here, we're going to circle front, 2, 3, 4, circle back, 2, 3, 4. And anytime we circle, it's really, really small. So that's our pattern for the song. This is an awesome song. I need to land these on this list, I guess. And we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Single counts. We take it out. and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's stay here. Little circles, pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse it. 6, 7, and we are 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reverse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, ready? Back to the beginning. We are here, 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 here. That's a lot of coordination. Single counts. Single. Single. 5, 6, 7. Stay ready. Circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reverse for 8. 1, 2, 3. A little more than we did the first time. 5, 6, 7. Bring it down. Circle the shoulders. Thanks for following along with me as I got a little fast on the second part there. We're going to take our feet out, bend the knees. We're going to come slightly hinged like this. And we're just going to open out in front of our body. Same pattern. 2, out. Bring it back. 2, stay hinged and keep the neck long. 2, out. Bring it together. 2, out. We have single counts. 1, 2, 3. We're moving slow with control. 4, 5. No momentum. 6, 7. Now we're going to stay and we're going to take and pulse. Pulse. Just taking everything out a little bit more. Out, out, out. Bring it back. Roll the shoulders. Front, back, front, back. Reverse it. Start with the other hand. Doing all of that again. Ready. 6. Hinge to the front. We are out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out. Let's take some single counts. We go 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stay and slowly pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slowly bring it down. 2, 3, 4. Front, back. All right, let that feel good. We're going to go to the floor if you have a mat or a towel. Anything you have, you can just be straight on the carpet if you want to. We're going to go all the way down. I'm going to try to be diagonal. Everything that we do, so we do just a little bit of Pilates, and everything that we're about to do, we want to make sure that we keep our lower back really pressed into the mat. The most important thing that we're going to do here is to breathe out with a forced exhale, and also to keep our belt loops down in the mat. We're going to start with our 100. And we want to keep our feet just as far out as we can away from the body. And then we're going to let them come into a place that's close to the floor that we can still keep our lower back down. So we're going to start here, and with our head and shoulders off the floor, we can start to stretch away until we get to that place where, oh, my back is starting to come off the mat. That's going to be our last good place, and that's where we want to stay, all right? Now our hands are going to pulse and pump right beside the body. And as we press all of this out and away, we want to be in this really nice long place, even with the neck and the throat. All right, so here we go. We're going to start here. We're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really stretching your body long, and breathe out. Breathing in, and out, and in, and out, and breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. We're over halfway there. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. And in, 3, 4, 5, and out. Last set. And out. And bring all of that in. Let your body have a little rock there. That is a lot of work. We're going to practice rolling like a ball. So we're going to bring both feet up, take a big breath, and on our exhale, we're going to come all the way up. So you want to make sure that you have plenty of space behind you and that you're not going to smack your head on anything. We're going to breathe in as we roll back, and we do not want to let our head touch. We want to keep our body as round and circular as we possibly can. So here we are with our hands behind our legs. Now, if you already practiced Pilates and you already know that you want to go straight from this place, then that's fine. You sure can. If you have anything going on with your back that would cause you to feel uncomfortable in this very rounded place, just make adjustments for what feels good for you. And if you want more cushion, then you can add a mat, put down a pillow or a blanket, anything that's kind of flat but also very cushy. All right, so here we are in our big rounded space. We're going to breathe back and exhale, come up. When we come up, we want to try not to let our feet touch the floor, but instead really pull back through the belt loops and get ourselves in a good balance. So we breathe back, exhale to sit up. Now that might mean that we need a little bit of a kick to get us there, and that's okay. But once you're getting there pretty easily, then let go of that kick, and you can even bring your hands up to the shin to make sure that doesn't happen. You're still doing it, but you can't see it. So it's still the same kind of action. So you breathe back, exhale, up to seated. Now, one thing we want to try to do is to round this low space. So those flat places between the shoulders and by the belt loops, it's really hard to round those. So we want to try to keep them round. Breathe, exhale up. Breathe back, exhale up. So if you have a toddler, you can put them in your lap and make sure that you're keeping that big circle space, and they will giggle for days. They love this. We do this in our baby class all the time. Now, if you would like to bring your hands to your heels and bring your forehead to your knees, you can do that. I don't think I can stay in that position, but you can try. So here we go. We're going to breathe and exhale up. Woo! That one's harder. Breathe back, exhale up. Breathe back. So we're trying not to touch the floor, but trying rather to come into a balance on the sacrum. And notice how much we're using the core to do that. So I totally just used momentum in that last one. Oh, let's take the tummy for a stretch. So we'll bring our feet around, lay on our tummy. We'll take a little heel stretch here. So let the shoulders roll back and squeeze together, and let the entire front of the body just lay into the floor. The elbows are soft. They're not locked out. We're using our fingertips to hold ourselves up and the top of our legs. I'm just going to let our belly stretch. And our gaze is forward rather than up, so we don't crank our neck. Squeeze the shoulder blades more, let the belly open more. Now we're going to use our belly button to come into our spine and bring our belt loops up to the sky and back into our child's pose. And we'll come back around. From here, we're going to do our roll up. So you need some space. Make sure that you've got good clearance because we're going to be using our arms. We're going to start with our legs bent. We're going to roll down and back. We're going to peel the top of the head off the mat, reach forward. So we can start by using one leg to pull ourselves up, staying rounded here and reaching forward. Going back, back, back. We want to articulate the spine. Bring up one vertebra at a time. We reach, 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 reach. And then we go back one vertebra at a time. And the breath goes, breathing in here, exhaling out. Start the next breath cycle, breathe in, exhale here. So you're going to breathe in about halfway up the spine. And on the exhale, press down. We're using our belly to instigate all the movement. Breathing up, exhaling over. Try to stay in a C shape as much as we can. Pressing through the exhale here. Breathing in, using one leg if we want to. Hands on the legs. Once this feels very comfortable, we can take one leg out and both. If we take hands overhead, we want to make sure that we keep our elbows by our temples rather than using arms for momentum. We want to breathe out, exhale round over, breathe, exhale back, breathe up, exhale, and breathe. If you find yourself using momentum, then just bring the hands back down. And breathe and press, exhale over, and breathe, and exhale back. We'll bring that over to the side. Take a little side stretch. We're on our forearm here. This hand is up and over. We're going to drop our ribs toward the mat. Lift them back away, reach away. Take one leg out. Let's hold that leg in the back and stretch it back. If you would like to let this one come out to the front of you, you can. It just feels good. And change to the other side. This forearm is on the floor. This one is up. We're going to reach away, drop. Lift that up. Extend one leg out. Take it to the back. Take the other leg to the front. Stretch, stretch, stretch all the legs. And bring it together. So we're going to end the recording, but if you are very warm, so if you want to stay on the floor and do some more stretches, I highly encourage that. And I so very much am happy that you joined for class today.